They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 29-yard line.
Ready? 180? 57. You gonna get this one? You think you gonna get 20? You think you gonna get this? Whip.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Caught by Sanu. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're running it. It's Michelle. Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First down, Patriots.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, switch gears. Kill. Gun.
On the ground, this is Michelle. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 on the Seahawks 41-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
17 yards. And a Patriot 1st down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Red.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson is going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. From the 31, Newton. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
Ready? Ready? What we got? What we got? What we got? 6 guys. Ready?
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
We're scoreless after 1. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Go. 51's the mic.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 77 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. But he's got Smith here. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Michael, 10, 8, 180. Defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Mohamed Sanu, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Now Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. As his guys are in for 6, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Michelle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
This will be fielded at the 6.
That's it, baby. First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the...
There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, it's Miller. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And an alley to run. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 30. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Miller. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Miller. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
That's it. 180. Mike 50, Mike 50. Oh, here we go. Oh. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Look at him.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Throw caught here by Bird. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On 4th down, Newton. Jordan Reed has it. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Lamar Miller with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
At the 37-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Rip left, rip left.
Now Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Bang out. Bam. Got it.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now it's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mike's by 4. Take me up. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Sutton, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Easy work. It's easy work. It's coming again.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Coming this way. Here we go.
From the 27, Wilson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football.
eventually recovered by the offense. Result of the play, 1st down and goal.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try the left side. It's Sutton. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Just like that. Just like that. 36.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sutton. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window? And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback. You get a little confidence.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On first down, Sutton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sutton. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Reload. Mike, 54's Mike. Check.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
At the 6-yard line.
Look left. He's going. 14, got it.
To throw is Wilson. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sutton, and I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Patriots get the football back.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14. 3rd and long. It's Newton. He's going to let it fly, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They snap it to Newton. The pass complete. It's Bird. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Strip that ball.
20. Hey. Mark 37. Get your swerve on.
From the gun, here's Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Under 10. Under 10.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. They'll run forward with Michel, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year, and they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank